At the time, I had worked to secure 4 other parcels on this block and needed the help of the Bethel AME Church, the Harrisburg Housing Authority, and the RDA to truly make this project happen. Soon after, through attorney Sam Cooper, I was introduced to Pastor Brayman, and after meeting all of his stern demands, which they truly were, we started a conversation around how we can be a blessing to both the church and the people of Harrisburg. After gaining an agreement to move forward, Blaine worked to help assemble a team of experts that featured Ms. Ava Goldman, former president of the Michaels Development Company, and our esteemed partners at Gardner Capital, Mr. Michael Gardner and Amy Dozen. After much prayer, advocacy, and good old-fashioned begging, Bethel Village was awarded tax credits in August of 2020, but there was just one problem: COVID. The pandemic had started and the country was shut down. Construction prices jumped to unprecedented levels. There was only one man left to help deal with this crisis, so we called on the Lord. Soon after, we received commitments from all of our partners to help cover the shortfall, and we went into a fiery battle for both zoning and land development approvals. I remember before and after city council meetings locking hands with the saints of the Bethel AME Church and local Christians that understand the challenge that we had on our hands. In Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 7, Pastor Brayman, it speaks of lest we forget the amazing history of this street, Jackson Square, and the land that we are looking to build on. This 100 of the 6th Street was categorized as the Black Wall Street in the Jim Crow era, and it was a stop on the Underground Railroad and the famed Green Book. Surely the African Americans that came before us were challenged with far greater circumstances. We stand here today on the shoulders of our ancestors who laid the groundwork for what you see here today. This project is not just an affordable housing project, but a beacon of hope for the Black community that looks to be a catalyst project and will provide jobs and economic opportunity for developers that look just like them. I'm gonna give you a quote from Mr. Jerman Jackson, who is the original founder of this block and is the original owner of the Jackson House Hotel, which was destroyed a couple years back. But since then, RB Development has purchased that land as well, and we look to build a relic and put back the mural, the beautiful mural that paid homage to all of the great citizens that came before us. In the post-World War II era in 1952, he said, "Start out each morning with a smile, a kind feeling toward everyone, regardless of race, creed, or with the privilege of working hard. This too is America's precious freedom of opportunity." Before I get off this stage, because Blaine already told me I only had 2 minutes, and I want to be mindful of it as well, I wanted to give some notable mentions to folks that helped us, because this truly was a Herculean effort. Like I said, we started this particular side of the project of Jackson Square over 4 years ago. So again, I charge it to my head, not my heart, if I missed anyone, but these are a few names that I wanted to at least make sure that we noted. Ms. Ruby Daub, Tabernacle Baptist Church, our friends from the Department of General Services, all of the commissioners, including former Commissioner Jeff Hayes, Ms. Ava Goldman, Ms. Mary Grace Majors, who went to bat for this project and made sure that this thing got done, Mr. Brian Davis from the RDA, Esh McCumb from McNeese, Wallace and Europe, Historic Harrisburg, Ted Darkus, who was one of the local neighbors who was fairly concerned about this development project though, but I definitely wanted to give him a shout out, Sam Cooper, Ms. Vera Cornish, who passed away and helped with the initial development, Julia, Mara, Sean, Britt, and all of the rest of the staff at the BFW group, Donna and Benedict Dubs, who believed in this project from the start, John Henry, my friends David Dix and Marcia Perry, and Reggie Guy Jr. and Reggie Guy III. Thank you.
Or we do not have an opportunity, and there is not a pathway or even people to exemplify us getting opportunities to be able to participate to make these deals come to fruition. And so between Representative Kim's leadership in Harrisburg with PHFA, when this came up, it made it very important that our House appointee knew how significant this would be, not just for us today, but for generations to come. So congratulations. And if I would, not just fathers and mothers, there's some sisters. We've been a part of this. Some sisters are part of this victorious journey, and I'm thrilled to be one. And I'm so excited to be in person, not just look at a photograph online, at how wonderful of a turnout we have. Thank you all for your hard work. And most importantly, this is what happens when you stay in the race, even when you see so much opposition and what seems to be often just insurmountable challenges mounting on top of each other. But here we are today, and we look forward to all the future will hold when we walk into the building. We can see it, we can see it, we can see it. Thanks to your hard work. So glad to be here. Congratulations.